You could start opinion polling people on the street and say Nicola Sturgeon's going to bring in a new law that we've all got to walk backwards down the street. What do you think of that? And you'd find that probably initially most people would think that was a bad idea. But there might be, 1% of people who believe that it's actually quite a good idea for whatever particular strange reason. And so the polls the next day would go, 99% of the people in Scotland are opposed to people who walk backwards down the street. Are they bigoted in that view? And people would start to think, oh, hang on, walking down the street backwards is maybe the thing to do these days. And if you oppose that, or if you sit at a dinner party and you say, these people who walk down the street backwards, they're absolute idiots, then boom, you're the bad person, okay? So they would push the idea that you can't criticize people who walk backwards down the street. And then a few months later, once they've suitably shamed everybody who's against people who walk backwards down the street, what they would then do is they'd have another opinion poll, and lo and behold, they would find that maybe 10-15% of people were now thinking, you know what, walking backwards down the street's a great idea. I don't know why I didn't do this before now. And literally, then they'd start a plot line into EastEnders and Coronation Street. And that one, the Scottish one, what was the Scottish soap that they had? I can't recall. But it would be like, here's Davy, and his special power is walking backwards down the street. Isn't he such a cool guy? Don't we all love him for that? And people would go, that's just brilliant, walking backwards down the street. I'm going to start doing that. And then, of course, people would start knocking into each other. But if you knocked into somebody who was walking backwards down the street, then you'd be the bad guy. So people would be, everybody's walking backwards down the street now because that's the way to do it. And they take a new opinion poll, and lo and behold, 18 months have gone by and everybody thinks it's a good idea to walk backwards down the street. That's how you do it. You move people slowly in literally the direction that you want to move them.